And good morning to all of you beautiful nerds from around the world. Welcome to the morning stream here on the Den of Nerds Live. The very best way to start your nerdy day. How are we doing today, folks? How's everybody doing? On today's show, we're talking about this Marvel DC crossover. Something that a lot of comic book pros are sort of calling for. Of course, things were already shaky in the comic book industry. We were already talking about a possibility for a Marvel DC comic book crossover. And it looks like comic book pros are now actually looking for this as well. So we're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about some of the things that they have pitched. Kind of interesting stuff for sure. Talk about a little bit of Battle Bracket 2020. Holy crap. Can't believe it. I know Star Wars Santa is very excited. I am not that thrilled. My bracket's kaput. I can't believe the OG Star Wars characters are making this big of a pull and a push in the battle bracket. Don't mind me as I take a sip of this delicious official coffee of the Den of Nerds Live, Taylor Lane. That tastes like a Marvel DC crossover. Link in the description so that you can check it on out. Luke! Star Wars Santa says, hey, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been coming to the streams, man. YouTube is like on another level lately. I think because of things going out there in the world. It's crazy. Like, they're not putting out our live stream to very many people, sort of hiding it in the algorithm. It's crazy. Same thing happened yesterday, or has been happening to even the Schmoes No. Christian and his whole team, man, their live streams have been hit. And I really do think, honestly, that if you remember we broke the rules that one day and we just talked about it. Man, I think that totally fucked us over. Because, I mean, like, on the one hand, I get it. Well, on the one hand, I get it because it's all about, they don't want misinformation out there and they're trying to, like, consolidate things. But, man, they're just fucking killing us. You know what I mean? But certain channels that were already into, like, political stuff like that, they're doing fine as well. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll try to figure it out. But yeah, if you could smash the like button like Spidey got smashed in the bracket, as Maverick says, that would be great. I can't believe it. Did I hear the news about Keanu playing Ghost Rider? No, because there is no news about Keanu Reeves playing Ghost Rider. I guarantee you it's bullshit. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see what the internet has to say. Nope. Looks like it's bullshit. It's all coming from a bunch of whack sources. You know, Looper's actually a great source. But, yeah, it's all coming from We've Got This Covered. I mean, like, I love, you know, I understand. I get it. And it's like, it's not a bad thing to chat about and talk about. It's cool, man, but it's not real. It's coming from We've Got This Covered. Look, all of the real scoopers are, like, shutting their shit down and not reporting about stuff. All of the people that just do bullshit, they're thriving. You know what I mean? So, yeah, look, I get it, and that would be cool. Like, I don't blame you for thinking about that, for wanting to talk about that and everything like that, but there is no story there. Keanu Reeves playing Ghost Rider? No, I don't know. So yeah, go freaking battle bracket, guys. Let's talk about this for a second. I am so distraught I'm so distraught. I can't believe how well the Star Wars characters are doing in the battle bracket. It's blowing my mind, to be quite honest with you. You know, Luke is sweeping through this whole tournament. Again, I blame Rian Johnson, obviously. He put all of this this angst and frustration for Luke Skywalker fans into the ether. He made Luke drink the titty milk. And now everybody that's participating in Battle Bracket is like, well, we need to redeem Luke in a certain sense. And so they're all voting for Luke. It's absolute craziness. And Vader beating Thanos? That one was crazy too. I can't believe Luke Skywalker beat Spider-Man. There's just no way. There's just no way. I don't believe it as far as I don't believe it from a popularity standpoint, and I don't believe it as far as if they were actually doing who would win. You know what I mean? Like it's all craziness, man. It's all craziness. I'm excited to see who's got the best bracket, though. I feel like Star Wars Santa's doing very well. The comments and the votes. I know. The comments and the votes are brutal. Comments and the votes are brutal. Brutal, ladies and gentlemen. There's more of a support for Star Wars on here than at the movies. Yeah, 100%. Star Wars Santa's coming for that gauntlet for show. Faux show. Okay, I want to get into the first topic here, guys. I found this to be so interesting. Okay, so we're just going to chat about this. We're going to go over a couple of different possibilities here. I'm reading from an article on cbr.com. Okay, and I found this to be pretty interesting. So it says here, comics pros call for Marvel DC crossover to save the industry after shutdown. With the industry in the midst of shutdown, comics pros are calling for Marvel DC crossover to save things. And you know, this all started with Gail Simone, I believe. Gail Simone, very controversial figure in the comic book fan community. A lot of people love Gail Simone. A lot of people hate Gail Simone. I'm somewhere in the middle on Gail. Somewhere in the middle. But there's a hashtag that started. She started this. It says hashtag please Marvel DC. You could have Vision, Mr. Miracle by Tom King, Thor, Wonder Woman by Don Coates, Superman, Spider-Man by Brian Michael Bendis. What other crossovers would you like to see and by which teams? And so a lot of different pros sort of responded to this. Now, what's interesting is we talked about this even before any of this craziness in the world happened. Can I just say Corona? I mean, come on. Honestly, at this point, YouTube is completely destroying our streams anyways. Why do I have to pussyfoot around? I should be able to just say it. But because of the virus and because of what's going on there, obviously things are really bad for a lot of different industries, okay? The comic book industry shut down. Well, not shut down, but the distribution shut down. All of the comic book distribution went through Diamond. Do you know what I mean? So all the distribution went through Diamond, and now it's all shut down. And at this point, technically, we haven't gotten an official statement by Marvel or DC as far as what they're going to do with this shutdown. There are rumors that Marvel's still going to be doing stuff digitally and try to really push people into the digital, which honestly, I know there's people here that feel differently about this, but I'm telling you right now, I really feel like that would be good for the industry. I really do. I really feel like going to a digital model would be much better. They should have went digital with a lot of these comics a long, long time ago. I think they should have still did trades and different things like that, but like floppies and single issues like that, don't really like it. I don't really think it's a good idea, but we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure how they're going to be handling this as far as are they still going to be putting out their comics or are they taking a total and complete break? But the problem with comics is the fact that they were already on life support. The comic book industry was already dwindling. It had a lot of problems. And this event right now, with what's going on with the virus, this could drastically hurt the comic book industry. Like real bad. We were already talking about the possibility of a big crossover between Marvel and DC being a big thing to bring comic book readers back to their stores, to have them reading comics again. And this right here would be a very, very interesting possibility. Perhaps this could be the catalyst for this kind of event really happening. Now, I want to read to you some of these different ideas and things that the different writers and artists that are professionals tweeted about with this hashtag, okay? So you got Scott Snyder saying, if we do DC Marvel crossover, I'd like to write Batman versus everyone. Please, Marvel DC. That would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? Much like you have Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, Cable kills the Marvel Universe, books like that. What if they did Batman versus the Marvel Universe? You know what I mean? But that's one of those things where if they actually did figure this out, there would have to be some concessions done by the two studios. But like, no studio is going to want their person to lose or their characters to be beaten. But it's pretty interesting. So Tom Taylor says he's in. X-Men versus Justice League. That would be pretty freaking wild. That would be pretty freaking wild. What do you guys think about that? We already know Bruce can't beat Cap. I'm sorry. I really do feel like he could. I don't like floppies, brother. I don't like them. I don't like them. So, moving on here. Christos Gage says, calling dib on a post-play Marvel DC crossover. Let's see here. Donnie Coates says Venom and Batman, Thor and Superman, Silver Surfer and Green Lantern. That would be really interesting. Venom and Batman would be a very interesting matchup. Like, what if it was like a one-shot? You know what I mean? Venom and Batman, Thor and Superman. That sounds a lot like what they did with Amalgam Comics back in the day anyways. Do you know what I mean? Could be really, really interesting. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel. That's a great idea. Shazam versus Captain Marvel. Wouldn't that be nuts? Some other interesting ideas here. Black Panther, Vixen, Machine Man, Metamorpho, Iron Fist, Lady Shiva. That'd be interesting. Captain Marvel versus Shazam, Rocket Raccoon versus Lobo. That would be a book I would read. Rocket Raccoon versus Lobo. Etrigan the Demon versus Ghost Rider. Also very, very cool. So this is kind of a big deal, guys. This is something that people were talking about. I actually think it could happen if it was already being planned, and with DC and Marvel essentially in a very similar boat here. I think it could happen. What do you guys think? Lobo gonna kill Rocket? I don't know about that. Batman couldn't beat Squirrel Girl? 17 minutes for Captain Pennsylvania to bring up Conan. Amen. Constantine chilling with Doctor Strange. That would be really interesting. Young Justice versus Young Avengers. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think that could be really cool. Black Panther is Batman on steroids. Not exactly, man. Batman, here's the thing. I would say Batman is way smarter than T'Challa. Way smarter than T'Challa. T'Challa is smart. He has a very high intelligence, but like, not like Batman. Like Batman, that's like literally one of Batman's superpowers. You know what I mean? And it was just like we were talking about yesterday in the Doctor Doom versus Thanos video. Like, Iron Man is very intelligent, obviously. Iron Man's one of the most intelligent people in the Marvel Universe. But Doctor Doom, like, dwarfs his intelligence. Do you know what I mean? Like, Doom is, like, so much smarter. And I do not think that... that's a really interesting one, though. Who's smarter between Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne? I still think I give that to Batman. You know what I mean? I think I still give that one to Batman. Ooh, Thanos versus Darkseid. Yes, yes, yes. T'Challa is way stronger, faster, and better senses than Batman. Yeah, I would agree with that. Dude, there is no way that Black Panther beats Batman. Sorry. No way. There's no universe in which that happens. But yeah, T'Challa is way stronger, faster, and has better senses than Batman. 100%. 100%. And that's all because of the heart-shaped herb, right? Like, that thing gives him the Panther powers, which are crazy strong. Crazy strong. I 1,000% disagree. I 1,000% disagree. People are saying that Batman would have no chance against T'Challa. I get it, Marvel fans, and look, we got a lot of Marvel fans on the channel, and I am a big time Marvel fan. But guys, you just don't. You're just wrong. So, yeah, if they met up with no prep time, Panther is winning. Yeah, possibly. But even then, like, Batman could technically retreat, study, figure it out, and then go at him again. You know what I mean? Plus, like, no prep time. I don't know. Like, I feel as though Bruce is prepared for almost anything all the time. Comic book writers have said it, too, so they're wrong, too. Listen to me, June. Listen to what I'm saying very carefully. Yes, they're wrong. Anybody who thinks that is wrong. You understand? You understand? You're wrong, June. They should do multiple crossovers, have a bunch of verse-type books, and also create a huge new threat where characters from both universes come together and fight. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Batman versus the fall of the stock market. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a little rough, huh? Good morning, Kendall. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Guys, we're just going to go right into Q&A. Because it's a little light on news if you hadn't noticed. So we're going to go right into Q&A. So feel free to bring your questions. And we'll just talk about it. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. And how are you doing? Are you doing okay? Are you making it? Are you making it? Black Panther has the most advanced country in the world, and he could just buy Bruce's company. Well, it would really depend. I mean, on how that matchup would work exactly. I don't really know. I would say that T'Challa is probably way more wealthy than Bruce. Yeah, we talked battle bracket. My bracket's dead. Yeah, I think T'Challa could beat Cap for sure. For sure. Yeah, Black Panther's Pops beat Cap as well. Yeah. My bracket caught the Rona. Look, I'm sorry. Like, I just totally disagree, you know? Well, first of all, there's different versions of Batman, right? So, I mean, look. What do you think Batman is capable of? If he really thought that it was going to go down like that. I mean, look, he's had all sorts of different crazy armors. He's been a White Lantern. He sat on the Morbius chair. He's been jettisoned through time. I mean, what version of Batman are we talking about? Is he just on patrol and he meets up with T'Challa? Where are they on patrol at? Is it in Gotham? If it's in Gotham, T'Challa is totally screwed. All of the resources there available to Batman, it would be bad news. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, Screw Attack did something. Let's see here. Looked like there's been some of these online already. Would Black Panther beat Batman? Dude, there's a ton of articles about how Black Panther would beat Batman. I don't like it. Oh, here we go, though. The Ringer did a very scientific exploration of this in 2016, or in 2017, rather. Yeah, and so here, like, they talk about, like, who's more knowledgeable. Batman has an IQ just shy of 200. Let's see here. While Batman's supposed to be one of the smartest people, Black Panther is one of the smartest people in the known Marvel universe. He has a genius level IQ, PhD, blah, blah, blah. What? Okay, this article's ridiculous. They gave T'Challa. Wow. All right. Well, I guess the internet is against me here. The internet is against me. The internet says Black Panther would win. It's just crazy living in a world with so many people that are wrong. If the rumor of Atlantis in Eternals is true and Namor pops up in Black Panther 2, what storyline with Namor would you like to see? Yeah, I'm actually going to do a video on that later today, actually. I'm going to do a video about that. What storyline would I like to see? I don't know. I mean, obviously, you know, Atlantis versus Wakanda could be sort of an interesting thing. I believe that the way to do this would be to have Namor and Atlantis. It all involves in the context of after the blip and all of that, right? Because half of Atlantis was rocked as well. So you could see a thing where Namor comes to the surface and he's like, look, you surface dwellers weren't able to save us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here to conquer. You know what I mean? Or, you know, something to that effect. I do believe it would be really cool to do T'Challa versus Namor. Maybe Namor approaches him and is something like, hey, look, you guys, you obviously have the technology. You've, you know, helped us before, but you guys are kind of soft. You know what I mean? Like Namor saying like, hey, we're coming up here. We're taking this tech. And also, you know, what's going to be really interesting too is to know how much technology they put into that movie. How much technology is Atlantis going to have? You know what I mean? Comes to collect is $14. Because if they did Atlantis with a lot of technology, that could be really, really cool. I think Atlantis will look like Aquaman Atlantis instead of tech. Maybe, but they might want to differentiate. You know what I mean? They might want to differentiate from what came before. That's by the way, Namor, or rather Aquaman, one of the only times that DC beat Marvel to the punch with something, right? So to have like Atlantis down there and all that, Aquaman got there first. And I actually really like Aquaman. I think it's a really cool movie, and I like the effects and everything that are on it as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. Could look really magical like Doctor Strange. Yeah, that'd be really cool. T'Challa and Tony are tied for third. I knew that T'Challa was smart in the comics. I didn't know he was like that though, like that intelligent. You know what I mean? Let us see here. I'm trying to find this on like a little list here. So this list has T'Challa at like 14 out of 25. Puts him ahead of a lot of people that we've been talking about, but below a lot of people as well. So Amadeus Cho is smart, the leader, Beast, Mr. Sinister, Hank Pym, Iron Man, Bruce Banner, Thanos, which a lot of people forget about. What? They only have Reed as number 5? All right, this list is officially... and they have Doom above Reed? Nah. But you know what's interesting? Valeria might be smarter than all of them, actually. It's very possible. And they have the High Evolutionary as number 1? I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Yeah, Hank Pym pretty freaking smart. You know what I mean? Hank Pym pretty smart dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would say Reed is definitely the smarter. Doom is smarter than Reed? No, he's not. Which is why he hates him. But you're talking about two dudes that are like so insanely intelligent. Like their intelligence is literally a part of their superpowers. You know what I mean? It's like the Bruce Wayne Lex Luthor thing. Do you know? But like part of Bruce's intelligence is not even that he's like super smart. It's that he's so tactile and he's so obsessed, right? He's just so hell-bent and obsessed. Like he knows how to beat the Justice League better than any of the villains. Do you know what I mean? And if they were in a world in which Bruce was, you know, not to go back to this Black Panther thing, but I feel like if Doom or if they were both in the same universe and they were aware of each other, like Batman would know how to beat Black Panther. Do you know what I mean? Who's smarter, Lex Luthor or Reed Richards? I'd say Reed. Well, so that's the thing, right? Like, so Doom isn't smarter than Reed, but he doesn't have the same, like, I guess you could call them weaknesses. Like, he doesn't have the same... Yeah, he's not going to hold back, you know? But that's why the Doom, like if you the Council of Reeds, if you ever read that story, that's why that story is so wild, man. You know what I mean? Because all of these different Reeds from different universes, and I believe the Reed from ours is the smartest of all of them. But the Reed from the Ultimates universe, I love that Reed Richards, and he plays a big part in Secret Wars as well because he is devious person. If Reed Richards was a villain, oh my God, would we be totally screwed. But Doom's big weakness is his hubris and just being sort of power hungry. You know what I mean? So that's like sort of where his weakness and all that comes in. Guys, I'm only going to probably go about 15 more minutes. I do apologize, but I just got a lot of other videos and things to get to today, and the news is incredibly slow. By the way, too, while we're here, I'm thinking that the next community stream that we do will not be on Monday, actually. I saw a lot of feedback from people like on social media and just chiming in on different places that it would be great if we had a community stream in the morning or afternoon so that more people could come. Not everybody can make evenings. And so what I'm thinking is not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, we should do our next community stream. So that would be Saturday the 4th. Okay? So Saturday the 4th, I believe we'll do that. We'll just do it for noon. Yeah, I know some people will. Look, brother, I get you, Adrian. But some people will be able to make that one. Other people will be able to take the other one. You know what I mean? More Carnage pictures. Yeah, did you like that? That was pretty funny, huh? But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So there will be no community stream Monday, the 30th. Instead, we will move that community stream to Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time on the 4th. And I'll make plenty of announcements and get all that out there. And what we're going to be doing is directors or writers that we want to see work in the MCU. Directors or writers that we want in the MCU. Different talented people, creatives, and wanting them to be in the MCU. Got to go weave about Spidey's loss to Luke. Yeah, I do, okay? Council of Ricks. Council of Ricks is pretty dope. They totally stole that idea from the Council of Reeds. Wes Anderson. No, thank you. Nice. Cool, Josh. I'm glad you'll be able to make it. That's pretty cool, Santa. That's pretty sweet. That would be a great. Rose is the smartest person in Marvel? Dang. That's pretty crazy, yo. Council of Wells. Bim, 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 bim. Bim, 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 bim. Yeah. I would really like that Marvel DC crossover, though. I do. Man, I feel for the comic book industry, man. I really do. You know what I mean? I don't know what the answer is exactly, but like, ugh. That is a rough problemo. I mean, I think they just make too many effing comics, man, and they should really consolidate down. I think that would actually help them out a lot more than they think. They've got so much fluff over there. Oh, I'm definitely running things out of things to talk about. It is, I mean, like, that's the thing, right? Like, it's so, like, I could have talked about Namor extensively here, but then it's like, no, I'm going to do a video about that. You know what I mean? It's almost like look, this is just weird time, man. Weird time. We're trying to come up with things, you know, and interesting ways to talk to you guys about and talk about that. But, like, everything's shut down. The whole industry needs a safe space. Nah, I didn't get the splitter yet, brother. Indiana Jones 5? No, thank you. No, I didn't get that splitter. And to be honest with you, like, look, I just don't think... Look, I love streaming games and all that, but it's just not our... I just don't know, man. I don't think that's going to be something that... Look, at this point, who fucking knows? Because, honestly, YouTube is crushing live streams for people. And hopefully when things go back to normal, it'll all buff out, and then we can start pumping out to more and more people. But I just feel like right now, man, like, As much as I would love to stream, like, look, let's just be real. Like, streaming games every day would be awesome. And if we had an audience for that, and if people wanted to come hang out and chill, that would be awesome. But I really don't think it's actually, like, most of our audience is not, like, feeling that. You know what I mean? Most of the audience is feeling like, what's the latest crazy shit going on with Star Wars, Marvel, or DC? You know? So I'd love to do that. But yeah, I just think it's honestly, it's not a smart use of my time right now. You know what I mean? Because they're much longer streams. So it's like, you know, like if I spend like 2-3 hours on a video game stream, that's time that I could be spent on, like, you know, writing a video, making an interesting video, you know, taking a shot like that. So I don't think it's necessarily a good idea. Which comes first? Outro video, Rage Meter, Conan video? Isn't that a good question? I think Conan video, to be honest with you. Not to get Captain Pennsylvania too hype. Topic idea. Best way to introduce new properties into the MCU. Fantastic Four, Mutants, Blade, etc. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a great idea, you know? And working on stuff like that would be fun. The whiteboard. Yes, the whiteboard destroyed it all. Oh, you're playing Star Wars The Old Republic? That's awesome. I did like that game. I felt like it was pretty enjoyable. I don't think you would lose views if you talked about stuff from later planned videos. Might help with some new ideas, maybe. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you really liked the Doom video. Yeah, no, I know, Mav. Like, I want to do more of those too, but like the sad truth is, man, like that video's not. I mean, it's just look. I'm gonna continue to do videos like that, and I want to pump out good content because at the very least, for the people that are really hardcore on the channel and really support us, that's the kind of content that they would really like and that they're really into. But as far as the larger interest out there online, it's not a great match. That video is getting crushed. You know what I mean? Look, this is just a really weird and hard time for YouTube. You know? So, as much as I love doing that kind of stuff, I can't spend too much time doing that either. MCU versus Dragon Ball videos. I'd love to be able to do stuff like that. Look, it would be great. It would be great if YouTube pushed that kind of stuff out there. But unfortunately, it's honestly a thing where, like, as much as that's really cool and we love talking about it, like, really, you got to think about it. How many people are really trying to watch videos like that? You know what I mean? It's an unfortunate thing that people would rather talk about. Well, you know, June says, I bet Everything Always has ideas. Well, Everything Always has a beautiful tool called complete lack of journalistic integrity, which honestly, you know, no, it's true. I don't think that's a low blow at all. I think it's true. And I've thought about that as well. Like, how could we talk about maybe the rumors out there with being very clear that we're not saying that it's a legit thing, but that it's worth talking about and something that we want to check out. You know what I mean? It's totally fair, though. Glad I'm a Josh. Well, good for you. I'm glad I'm a Josh, too. Anyways, folks, we're going to call it there. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out this morning. Thank you. Let us know what you think about the DC Marvel crossover to Save Comics. Do you think that would be a good idea? What crossovers would you like to see? Maybe chat that out in the comment section of the video if you're watching this on the replay. Make sure you go vote in your battle bracket Today, who do we got today? Who do we got today in the battle bracket? Oh my God, Joker and Vader today. That's going to be interesting. I really wonder how that's going to go. Joker and Vader. Yeah, my take on the rumors. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fairly a good good idea for sure. Sorry about that, Silent Smurf. My bad, bro. I think, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think Vader's going to crush the Joker. That's what I think. All right, guys, we're out of here. Thank you guys for checking out the stream. I'll see you guys really soon in video on the main channel. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Chat, play that out.